Here's T-Bone and Heather on Star 98.3 and 97.7 The Bay.
Hello, my friends.
Good morning.
Welcome to it. It is Friday the 13th, by the way.
Spooky.
Very, very spooky. And to add to the fright,
Here's Johnny.
yes, I'm very, very scared.
Good morning.
Good
Hi.
morning.
You love it this time of year.
We're getting into your
creepiness
wheelhouse, aren't we?
And the horror movies and everything, you love it.
I do. I mean, and as I've gotten older, I always loved the horror movie part of Halloween, but now I love the crisp temperatures, the brown. I'll say it. I even like the pumpkin spice. God help me.
Get out of here,
look at you.
really?
No, not really.
You've been
I'm just
co-opted.
kidding. I haven't gone that far. No. Yeah. I mean, this time of year is perfect. It's really the ramp up to all the family time and the holidays, and Thanksgiving and Christmas coming right afterwards. Although, if the stores are to be believed, it's Christmas season already.
I know. I've been to a couple
And
where
that's how I
there's
know I'm
stuff
the old
up.
man yelling at the sky now. Is that kind of stuff makes me mad at this point. But
Right. So, I mean, what makes you happy at this point? What do we have coming out this weekend? Anything good? Fun?
Oh, there's a doozy. So, a movie called Speak No Evil, which is a remake of, and these remakes just come closer and closer every year. So
Yeah, they turn them out quick.
yeah, so it's a Danish movie that came out 2 years ago called Speak No Evil.
2 years ago? Why do they need to redo it?
Well, because it's Danish, and they really don't have a lot of trust in the American ability to read subtitles.
The Danes, sure.
But, this is one of the few that was remade proper. Stars James McAvoy and...
Well, he's good in everything.
Mackenzie Grace, I think. Mackenzie something or other. But James McAvoy is the important one.
Okay.
And basically, the movie's about this couple that meets another couple on vacation, and they kind of hit it off.
Sure.
They're kind of mirrors of each other. Both are two parents, one kid.
Yep.
And they like I said, they hit it off, and then the one couple invites the other to come back to their country house for the weekend to hang out more. And of course,
dun, dun.
sounds great. And this movie is so well done, both the original and the remake, with how it slowly brings in these anxiety-inducing, almost awkward but super red flaggish moments.
Yeah.
Like everybody's eating at the table, and the wife's like, "No, I'm a vegetarian." He's like, "You'll eat meat." Or something like and then just smiles and goes back to everything else.
What?
That
Creepy.
kind of moment. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the type of movie that as you're watching it, every 20 minutes you're like, okay, well, it can't get worse than this. It can't get.
Oh, no.
Things can't go downhill from here, and they do, and they do, and they do, and until you're left with a very bleak ending, to be honest.
Wow.
Oh, no.
So this is not a happy fun time movie.
You're not going to walk out of there rejuvenated.
No. If you're looking for a new lease on life, you're not going to get it here.
Okay.
But it's still.
Yeah, they'll leave it to the Danes.
If you like that, right? If you like that kind of movie, this is extremely well done, extremely effective in drawing that terror and that anxiety and all those bad things that most of us get medicine for.
Yeah,
Wow.
right.
I
Okay.
like James McAvoy, too. I do.
yeah.
I like him.
I think
My wife's a huge fan. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, is she?
I think people put him into kind of a box because he did the Marvel movies and stuff like that and superhero stuff, and they went, oh, well, he's one of those guys, but he's not. He is a incredible actor.
Yeah.
He's got chops.
No, he's one of the best of his generation, to be honest. I mean, if you go back, like he does get put in that box, but I think by audiences. Thankfully, filmmakers have been able to keep him out of that just because of how he did it. Like most people say, well, once you go into Marvel movies, you'll be typecast. But that's not really the case. You have to do something first to establish yourself.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
He did Last King of Scotland, which was about Idi Amin
He
years
was in
ago.
Split, which was, that was creepy, but he was so
Good Lord,
good in that.
I have never seen an Oscar scene in a movie like that before, and it was so jarring because part of you wanted to laugh, like when he's switching between the English house marm and the crazy beast, and then the little special needs boy all at the same time, and you're like, I feel like I should laugh, but this is powerful stuff. This guy is really, really good.
He's really good.
Yeah.
And one of T's favorite McAvoy movies is Wanted.
Oh, I
Even
love
though
it.
it has
Oh, I
that dark
absolutely love it.
temptress in it, it's a great story.
Wait, what'd you say? Even though it has what?
The Dark Temptress in it, the succubus.
Oh, I thought you said
Angelina
it has Dark
Jolie.
Tetris. I was like,
Oh, no.
You know,
What
Dark
is that?
Tetris.
Tetris.
I gotta watch that movie again. I completely missed
I've only
Tetris.
played regular Tetris.
Dark Tetris.
It would be very hard to play Dark Tetris.
Yes.
No, that's one of those movies that I find sometimes a movie will come out that you watch it the first time and you go, that's all right. And then you watch it again, you like it a little bit better. And then you watch it a third time, you should like, this is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's what I mean. So we cut cable a couple years back. Well, it's probably been 5 years now. And that's one of the things, there's two things I miss. Channel surfing, it is something you will miss if you don't have it, I will tell you right now. But number two is that experience, because you're not going to pick a movie you don't like on streaming multiple times.
You won't start a movie that you're not really into.
But the laziness of the human mind, you'll let it run if it's already on.
That's how that happened with Wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anchorman was like that for me. The first time I saw Anchorman, I thought it was so stupid. 17 times later seeing it on HBO, I was quoting every line, and I don't know if I should admit that on air, but
we all do
definitely
it.
Wanted was a movie like that. He's proven throughout his career that he can do everything.
He's really good.
I mean, it's obvious. The only thing he hasn't done is like a romantic comedy, but you can tell that he would be able to pull that off too.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Without
no
a problem.
question.
Okay, what else do we have coming out besides the creepiness of James McAvoy?
So the Killer's Game is out. Is
there anything light and airy on your list?
No.
Okay.
Well, this is close to light and airy because this is Dave Bautista. And
Have you seen him lately?
Yeah, he looks sick.
What's going on there?
Is he sick?
It's
He
one of
says
those,
he's not.
He says he's not. I mean, he says he's been carrying around 300 pounds since he was 20.
Yeah.
He's older. It takes a lot to do.
Whatever.
And I get all that, but
It was such a drastic
it's
drop.
drastic. And then people have a way that you feel like they're supposed to look. And not meaning they have to keep it up. It's just people have a way that if they did nothing, that's how they would look.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like that. He looks like it's unnatural.
He has big head disease.
He has,
He's
melon on a toothpick. Yeah.
Like his shoulders are getting close to, widthwise where his ears are.
Yeah.
It's like, where did the rest of you go?
It's
How
so
much
weird.
muscle did you have on?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, 300 pounds.
Kind of gives me hope. I'm built like a ballerina, but maybe I can get to be that big if I try hard.
So tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, so it's not trying not to laugh. It's about a hitman who's retired and he's tired of the life and he puts out a hit on himself.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Somehow hilarity incurs, and the hitmen also target his wife, played by Sophia Boutella, who seems to be showing up in everything for the last 5 years in the background. So obviously he can't have that. He's in a battle to save his wife.
There you go.
And maybe find a reason to live.
There it is.
Find a reason to live while killing.
There,
Yeah.
And it's called The Killer's Game.
Yes. And then also, and this one's out a little bit more limited release, but the 4:30 movie, which is Kevin Smith's new movie. And this is not a standard absolutely love Kevin Smith, but this is not a standard Kevin Smith movie.
He did Clerks, Mallrats.
Right. Clerks, Mallrats, Jersey Girl, Dogma, all that
Dogma.
stuff.
Killing it there.
Jay and Silent Bob is what you would know him as.
Right.
But this is about just a day in the life of a bunch of kids in the late 80s going to a matinee. And like that whole subculture of it's kind of autobiographical on his part. When you're a kid, you go to the movies with your friends. That's what
you did. You went to the mall, and then you went to the movie.
Yeah, and it's surprisingly sweet and really a nice watch. I'll say.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
He's fun. Like he's very vulgar and very dirty, but you almost feel like he's using that to hide his sensitivity when you see what he can do with emotion. Sometimes.
And the name of that movie is?
The 4:30 movie.
The 4:30 movie.
Yep, and it's playing. It's a little bit more limited, so you may not find it down here in Southern Maryland. But you drive a little bit to the National Harbor area or DC, you'll definitely be able to find it. And then on streaming on Netflix, we have Uglies, which is such a typical Hollywood movie where you have basically it's a dystopian future where flaws have been eradicated and everybody is made to be beautiful and pretty. But the people that rebel against this system are the uglies.
Sure they are.
And our protagonist, of course, is the very ugly Joey King.
Give me a break.
I'm like,
She's
really?
beautiful.
Right.
Give me Napoleon Dynamite up front if you want to do that.
Yeah,
Right.
vote for Pedro.
Right,
Come
right.
on.
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's obviously a shallow movie that thinks it has a message. It wants everybody's beautiful on the inside.
There you go. Right.
Right.
But this movie just kind of reinforces the reason that that whole young adult craze that started with Hunger Games came crashing down.
Another thing on Netflix that I've been watching is The Perfect Couple with Nicole Kidman and Liev Schreiber.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're connected in real life.
Well, he's married to Naomi Watts. And
they divorced. They're done.
Really?
They're done.
Oh, that's interesting.
Naomi Watts is now with the guy who's in The Walking Dead. Daryl.
No kidding. Oh my God!
What's his name?
That's weird about Hollywood.
Yeah. What?
That's one of. Well, there's a million things weird about Hollywood, but that's one of the weirder things. So, Naomi Watts, best friends with Nicole Kidman.
Best friends, like forever since high school.
Yeah, right. She's with Liev Schreiber. Married, hooked up. I don't know what the deal
years.
is.
They have 2 kids.
They break up. Now, in the real world, when people break up, you got to pick sides.
Your bestie goes with you.
You go with the wife. You go with the husband, but you don't
play make-believe house with this person.
You can't. You can't.
Yeah. So they're in this movie together, and it's pretty good. It's very soap opera-y, but I dig Nicole Kidman. I've always liked her. I always have liked her in movies.
I like her, but she she's getting to Joan Rivers level of
change
work.
of face.
I mean,
of work.
It's just there's a hardness that comes with that plastic surgery. That's it's
from her dead calm days to Perfect Couple. There are truly some exaggerated changes.
She always has a scared, surprised look on her face.
A little bit, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
And it's all the time.
I mean, it's better than the bee stung lick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yes.
I didn't know I was doing tongue twisters this morning, but it's still out there. But yeah, I mean, that's interesting that I didn't know they were divorced now, because the press tour that they were on,
I don't know if they were ever married. To be honest with you, Liev Schreiber.
Well, they seem like one of the couples that
common
would work.
law or what? Yeah. Well, they seem like one of the but in this press tour, he and Nicole Kidman, there's some pretty flirtatious stuff going on there. So,
really?
Real life soap opera going on. Yes.
Oh.
How many episodes are you in? Because I watched one, and then she's another one.
Yep.
4 or 5.
You're 4 or 5 in.
You guys didn't take any interest in it, so I just kept watching it. You guys were
asked
like,
me. You said, "Do you like this series?" I said, "Yeah, it's okay."
And then she's married to Billy Crudup now, not
the
that
subject changed.
Yeah, with the quickness. Yeah,
no, I'm just looking at what.
Yeah, all right.
She's married to somebody else.
That's all right, Heather. Angela does that to me all the time.
Look, John, at some point, clearly you're going to have to choose sides. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
When it all breaks down, and
I'm Team Schreiber.
Okay. Well, you might have to choose between me and Heather.